How's it going, Laser Bruce is up over Sixkilla. Welcome back to the Vigilant Villa. We've got 2 more character episodes to do until I'm assuming there's going to be at least one more DLC to unlock these ones, which isn't out yet. But for now, we're going to do. I can't remember her name. I honestly can't remember her name. We'll find out in a sec. The little bird, Molly, seems to be the same as other birds, but there's something different about her. She's lonely. She can't communicate with her fellows because she can't understand their voices. One day something changes. Molly has 2 heads. The new head can talk to her. She's very happy about it. She names the new head Anthony. She's not lonely anymore. She's with Anthony all day long, while staying away from other birds. Whenever other birds see Molly, they always look at her with sympathy. They try to tell Molly that this isn't a good thing. This is a disease. Molly will have more heads until her body can't handle them anymore, and then she'll die. To save herself, she must cut off the first new head, Anthony. Molly refuses to give up on Anthony because Anthony is the only one in the world who can understand her words. But there's no miracle. Just like what they told her, a new head comes out every day. Daisy, that was it. Daisy curls up herself at the corner of the wall with her arms covering her knees. She can feel that water is evaporating from her body. She's already made up her mind, but when? Was it that night when she could only see herself in the mirror when Ingram wasn't around her? No, that's just how she recalled everything. She decided to sacrifice herself a long, long time ago. At 11:15 PM, a small barbecue restaurant beside a medical university. There are only a few tables of customers left. Naomi keeps yawning behind the counter. She turns the TV volume to the max, but still can't cover the students' loud noise. There are 7 or 8 students at the table at the corner. They shout slogans and laugh, not a moment in peace. Cheers! The sound of clashing glasses push the air to the climax. Someone shouts, "The meat is ready!" Everyone fights for the meat with their chopsticks. When Daisy picks up her chopsticks, there's nothing on the grill plate. She retrieves her chopsticks placidly so that her classmates won't feel awkward about it. But she doesn't know that sometimes she just thinks too much. A fair-skinned young man who wears glasses clears his throat and starts talking first. Daisy won the first prize in the photography competition this time. It's our club's honour. Let's interview our Daisy. Miss Daisy Moore, we heard you won first prize in the photography competition this time. Do you have something to share with us? I don't know what to say yet. With a celebrity like you, our club may have more than 100 new members this year. Yeah, that's why Chief became generous enough to buy us barbecue. Daisy smiles and chimes in, but her mind is somewhere else. What should I wear for the award ceremony? She lifts her head and looks at a bright yellow light above her. They're like blurry light balls in her eyes. A familiar voice rings in Daisy's ear. Of course you have to wear something formal for such an important occasion. Haven't you saved some money? It's enough to buy the latest dress. Daisy looked towards the voice's direction. With the noisy crowd, there's a familiar, lazy woman sitting opposite her. Amy. She's eye-catching, even just by sitting there. Her big eyes blink and her soft body is approaching Daisy. Maybe you need my help. You don't need the most expensive clothes. Clothes that suit you the best is the most valuable. Daisy turned her head. Georgia sat beside her before she notices. The man is in a bespoke suit. His long legs are crossed, looking majestic. It seems that whatever he says is strictly verified. Daisy nods unconsciously. Don't listen to her. She just wants the dominance of this body. Oh, please, Mr. He. We're after the same thing. What's the point of pretending? Daisy, what are you thinking? A familiar voice makes the blurry world come back to normal. The noise returns. Are you feeling well? Let's go out and get some fresh air. I've got something to tell you. Daisy nods. She's ill. Whenever she wants to make a decision, there are multiple voices in her head quarrelling. There was only one at the start, and then more came, and Daisy doesn't know them well. At some point, they are independent individuals that just happen to share the same body with her. She knows that this is a disease that needs to be cured, but she has her reasons not to change it. Those mental individuals will occupy her body under just 2 circumstances. First, when her mentality is weak. Second, when she gives up her body voluntarily. She walks on the road with soft night breeze and refreshing plants. She looks around the surrounding view aimlessly. Her head is heavy. The bugs chirping, and the club's president's words have become far away and unreal. Did you hear what I said? Huh? What? Be my girlfriend. Girl? Daisy stares at his moving lips, but his voice becomes extremely slow. We're glitching. Their head hurts so badly. Daisy rubs her forehead and looks around again. There are 10 people with different expressions on the couch, including Daisy. People living in my body are all here. My god, is this like the movie Identity? If you haven't seen that, watch Identity. It's a good movie. But it's like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Why is there someone missing? The care worker is dead. The doctor says so. Her tone is so plain, like it's a common thing. What? But I didn't sense his disappearance. The disappearance may not be perceptible, just like you can't be sure when everyone started living in here. Her tone is gentle, but indubitable. Daisy is still confused, but she dares not to refute her. She's smart and dangerous. That means I can sense she hates being controlled by me. Stop zoning out. Have you noticed anything abnormal? Mr. Novelist, who has a gentle tone, is the first to come to her body, and is also the person she likes most. Daisy looks around. The lively lounge suddenly becomes quiet. Only Emily, Ingram, and her are left. Oh no. When Daisy comes around again, the club president is looking at her with fear. Are you alright? Did I do anything? You just... Enter the club president's memory. After asking that question, the club president feels that she halts for a second and then... Daisy squints and curls her lips up. A sense of feminine charm appears on her face. What the hell are you wearing? There's nothing branded on you. I know this watch. Poor students can't afford that. Looks like your family's quite rich. Huh? What? Daisy leans back and pats her leg with one of her hands. Then she uses the other hand to calculate something. The first month, the moon, the sun, the hour. You picked a good day, young man, but the hour isn't good enough. If Daisy was just acting weird, now she's become an entirely different person. The boy reaches out his hand and tries to touch her forehead, but before he can reach it, she grasps his hand and pushes him away. The boy is caught off guard and falls onto the ground. Am I seeing this right? You? How dare you touch me? The boy calms down all of a sudden. He reaches a hand to him. Don't mess with her. There must be some misunderstanding. I've liked you since the first time I saw you. Oh? What did she wear that day? What did she say? Skip the childish lies, it's boring. It's true, I've liked you more since I found out that you were so talented. It sounds good, but it proves that you don't deserve it. Young man, I can't find anything special from you. Daisy, I only have a few seconds to enjoy my freedom. Don't disturb me. My head hurts. Maybe I drank too much. What happened before? Please don't mind that. Daisy gets up flurriedly and runs away. Hey, what is your answer? I'm sorry, I already have someone I like. He's a novelist who is smart, gentle, and kind. We have the same hobbies, so I'm sorry. It's late at night now. Grey clouds cover the moon. Only dim light comes out from it. Daisy leaves alone in a hurry. The road is silent and dark. She doesn't know why she picked such a long, remote road. This decision doesn't seem to be made by her. What's worse, a footstepping sound is right behind her. The distance is just right. Daisy grasps her bag belt. Her heart beats faster. She tries to walk faster, but the person behind her speeds up as well. All clues are pointing to the same answer. She's being followed. Don't worry, you can get back to the main road after walking about 500 meters. The doctor says that in her mind. Anyway, she feels much assured. What should I do now? Turn to the road on your right. She hesitates, but still listens to Emily and walks into the alley. As the path is getting narrower, Daisy is breathing more rapidly. To the left. Daisy walks in the maze-like alley according to Emily's instructions. It's just like the scene in her nightmare. Finally, the steps behind her are gone. Daisy lets out a sigh of relief. After looking back, the figure is gone. Pick up that stick. Compared to her formal gentle tone, this is more like an order. Daisy looks around. There is indeed an abandoned wooden stick beside the dustbin. Then she picks it up. When she lifts her head, a tall black figure is facing her. She can't see that person's face, but she can sense how dangerous he is. What should I do? No one answers in her mind. The tall figure keeps getting closer. Daisy's legs are limping. She can't run away or resist. In despair, Emily's voice comes like a life-saving straw. Let me take control of your body. I have a way. Trust me. Sure. Daisy doesn't remember what happens next at all. She hands over control of her body to Emily completely. When Daisy regains her consciousness, everything is over. She wants to check if that person is still breathing, but she decides to run away after moving 2 steps forward. Daisy's body gradually falls to the ground. Falls on the ground down the wall. There's blood on her hands. She wipes it out fiercely, still scared. Did you kill someone? You asked for my help. I did, but I didn't let you... Daisy halts. She doesn't have the ground to criticize Emily. Her situation would be worse if it weren't for Emily. Emily seems to have seen through her thoughts and chuckles. Later, Emily doesn't answer any of her questions anymore. Daisy's flurried. She knows that she got involved in unexpected trouble. Panic, helplessness, confusion. All the emotions are mixed together. Don't worry, that person just passed out and is not dead. The outdoor temperature won't make the condition worse either. The neighbours who got out to dump trash will find that person in 3 hours tops. Daisy lifts her eyes. It's Ingram. He always shows up when she needs him the most. Really? Yes, I promise. Just tell the truth if anyone finds you. As for the part you don't remember, tell them that you grasped a random tool and hit that person with your eyes closed and you can't recall anything else. You ran away because you were too afraid. Got it? What Ingram said is like assurance. Daisy wipes off her tears and nods. Sorry that I didn't show up on time before. I don't know what happened to me. It's okay. Should we just leave that person there? Yes, he should be punished. Let's go. Take a shower and have a nice sleep. Everything will be alright tomorrow. The warm yellow streetlight shines on the newly wet road. There are a few cars passing by. The air outside the car's window is so chilly that the window is covered with a thin layer of mist. Daisy gradually becomes relaxed. She enjoys every second with Ingram, even if they just sit side by side together in silence. Daisy turns her head. Her lonely figure is reflected on the car window. She uses her finger to outline Ingram's shape. Ingram is the reason that I don't want to change. If only we could keep up like this. Her roommate has a rabbit. It's extremely active at night, making it hard for you to sleep. In a daze, Daisy can only tell she's having a deep, deep sleep. At the award ceremony, this is the most important moment for Daisy. She stands on the stage with the most important trophy in her hands. Everyone is waiting for her acceptance speech. Daisy feels dizzy, and her ears are ringing. The consciousness is forced to leave the body and sinks into an ocean. Who takes over? Why did you choose photography? The question is easy to answer. It's because of Ingram. She doesn't remember when Ingram first showed up. It was the first time that she felt hopeless and sad. Would you like to be friends with me? We're friends already. Are you crying? They're quarreling again. Let me tell you a story, okay? There's a little mole that likes collecting strange things. What kind of things? The sunshine, dew, rainbow, and every happy moment. That way, they can bring out the sunshine and feel it in days that have no sunshine. And it can also take out the happy moments when it feels unhappy. I want to be that mole too. Learn to take photos and keep those happy moments. That's why I like photography. Nice. The body can't feel the gravity, temperature, or the changes of currents. It's just floating like this. When my vision comes back to normal, waves of applause fill the entire auditorium. The acceptance speech is over. Someone inside my body has finished it for me. Daisy gets off stage in a daze. She wipes off the sweat from her forehead. She feels uncomfortable. Her mind wasn't weakened, and she didn't give her body away voluntarily. The moment she values was snatched like that. Oh, that's sad. The library is quiet. Daisy couldn't help but yawn. It seems that she couldn't have enough sleep recently. The rabbit that her roommate kept died in their dorm this morning. No one knows how it died. Daisy has a bad feeling. She wants to find a place to think about things in peace. She takes the book to the librarian to check out. You haven't returned the books you borrowed before. You've reached the upper limit. You have to return those books first before borrowing a new one. Huh? But I didn't borrow any books before. The librarian passes her a list impatiently with the names written in strange handwriting. The names of the books, they're all books about clinical medicine. The earliest date is a month ago. Emily. Emily's been taking her body. She's often taken over my body recently. I can never know it's coming or control it. She's trying to do something horrible. I try to recall it carefully. Why did I choose a dangerous road to walk? Because it's not my decision at all. She planned to put me in danger and then make me give away the dominance. I watched the video of the award ceremony. It was her who gave the speech for me. She's done a lot of things this month. Some of them I know, but there are also things I don't know. I think things are gradually losing control. I can't control when she appears. I can only ask for help when she's asleep. Since it has been on for quite a long time, why didn't you come here until now? I fear that the treatment may make Ingram disappear. They can't coexist with you. The individual's consciousness is waking up. Things will be more complicated if the rest of them start fighting for dominance as the Doctor does. There will be more unexpected, horrible things. The worst case scenario is that Ingram gets wiped out by the other characters and you lose your dominance as well. In that case, you won't be yourself. That really is like the movie Identity. Oh my god, can you understand what I mean? I'll think about it. Daisy has locked herself up and thought about every possibility for a long time. But she can't find the best solution. Meanwhile, she sleeps more and more often. Luckily, even if Emily takes away the dominance, she couldn't escape from this room. But every time she wakes up again, she knows that she can't avoid the problem anymore. One morning, Daisy writes a letter when she's completely sober. She has so many things to say, but she's afraid that the person reading the letter will feel pressured. On the day of treatment, are you ready? Give the letter to the doctor. Yes. If Ingram wakes up instead of me, please give him this letter. I take a deep breath and close my eyes. You may start. Daisy lifts her head and tries her best to find Ingram's voice. Thank God he's still alive. Run, Ingram, I want to live and feel the real world. But if you are the one that can survive, that's great too. She lifts her head. She thinks that a little bird just flew by above her. That is... The bird hovers and shows its another head. It's like saying goodbye to Daisy. She looks at the direction as if she can see them flying away into the sky. Across the mountains and oceans, warmth and coldness. At the end of the story, what will Molly choose? What's the end of the story?
我猜结局会有很多种。也许茉莉会创造奇迹，也许茉莉真的死了，也许茉莉在这个世界的某个角落和安东尼幸福的生活在一起。重要的是，我会选择相信哪一种结局。
I guess there are many endings. Maybe Molly will create a miracle. Maybe Molly is dead. Or she still lives happily somewhere in this world. With Anthony. Man, this comes through slowly. What's more important is that which ending I choose to believe. That was a good one. I like that one. Very interesting. She's one of the most mysterious characters as well. Because she doesn't really have much connection apart from the experiments, you know, the usual. I don't know. She just seems a bit more interesting. Oh well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and one more to go.